We have all heard of the climate change. Every year, we see its consequences more often. Rising temperatures, melting of the glacial poles, an increased number of floods and fires. Every year, there are new scientific studies that alert us of the consequences of pollution by human action. Undoubtedly, one of the factors that contributes most to the pollution is massive use of vehicles. Did you know that cars and trucks account for nearly 1/5 of all US emissions? It's not just the fuel our car uses, but also is the process of extraction, treatment, and transportation of the fossil fuels before it reaches our car. To avoid this and move towards a more ecological and sustainable model, a strong commitment is being made for vehicles with environmentally friendly fuels. This is how new passenger car registrations have evolved in Spain since 2017. There has been almost 5 times increase in the annual new registrations with alternative fuel cars. Between 2016 and 2019, electric car charging points in Europe have increased exponentially, almost 3 times more in most of the European countries. Very recently, green hydrogen has appeared on the scene, which will be a key energy vector since it offers many unique characteristics. For example, by collecting air from the environment, it filters it, purifies it, and expels it out the exhaust pipe as water vapors. Not only does it avoid polluting, but also helps with cleaning the air. Being such a new fuel and with a future, there is a lot of room to develop in the value chain of hydrogen economy, such as connectivity between stations and vehicles. And this is where GreenRoute is born. To facilitate the recharging of electric and in particular hydrogen vehicles whose numbers are increasing frequently every year in our street, there are 2 main objectives of GreenRoute. First, facilitate user access to the closest charging stations by generating most efficient and fastest route to these charging points depending on the remaining fuel of the vehicle, reserving a place and time at the station to recharge the vehicle. And second, to make it easier for recharging stations to manage and monitor reservations and vehicles that come to refuel, and provide a real-time support with any user whose needs are covered by a call or video call. GreenRoute is completely free for vehicle users. Being a service accessible to everyone is essential for sustainability. For stations, GreenRoute is a service with paid subscription, a customizable subscription to adapt to any needs a station can have. Let's see a demo of the application applied to the use case. Alberto wants to go visit his parents, but they live far away from the city. His car doesn't have enough power to get there. So he decides to use GreenRoute on his Android Auto to search and go to the nearest charging point. The application shows the nearest charging points for the user to select which one they want to go to. The user will be asked the duration of the appointment to recharge his vehicle, and it will be sent to the selected station. Alberto's request arrives at a charging point from where it will be accepted or rejected depending on the status of the charging station. From the web portal accessible to managers and super administrators, you can manage and control the status of the charging points. The super administrator can view the status of all charging points as well as registering new managers in the application of the station. The person in charge of the station can visualize in real time the requests and refueling made by the users. Once Alberto's appointment has been accepted, he can go to the station and refuel his car.
Your appointment has been successfully accepted at the station. We are looking forward to your visit.
GreenRoute will generate the fastest and most efficient route and direct the user to the charging point. During the journey, Alberto runs into a problem on the road, so he connects support to notify the charging station. The support request reaches the station manager so he can contact the user by call or video call. Alberto receives the call through the application to answer it like any other call in Android Auto. Once he arrives at the charging point, his arrival can be registered automatically in the system using Cisco Meraki for automatic license plate detection via camera and Bluetooth communication with the app. Along with Cisco IOX router to obtain relevant data from the station such as the available energy. All this data is synchronized with the GreenRoute server. The information is processed and stored on the MySQL server. A backend server provides Android Auto and web applications an API to perform the necessary operations. Data from the charging stations is constantly received and stored to manage the energy available and to make predictions for the availability of energy in the future. The backend also has connectivity to Cisco API for establishing the calls in the real time with the users of the application and for the collection of data from the stations. These technologies are the basis on which Android Auto and the web application are developed. For applications, a user layer of 3 profiles have been established. Each profile has permissions for specific parts of the application, accompanied with the Cisco Meraki and Cisco IOX for data collection.